Peace and blessings, Diana. Peace and blessings. It's your boy Savannah Black. Well, my first live screen. Um, I haven't been uh active on YouTube in a long time. I haven't been doing videos. I first started doing videos on YouTube like 5 or 6 years ago. I had some that went on, and they're still out there in the YouTube universe, and some others that got taken down because of things I said. So I've been in and out of what people might consider to be YouTube jail. I've been in and out of what people might consider to be Facebook jail. But tonight, what I'm going to talk about is, you make sure I'm still on here good now. What I'm going to talk about is tonight, family, I'm going to talk about how right now in the so-called knowledge universe, aka the conscious community, that a lot of people are being deceived. First of all, let me say this right here. I have a love for everybody, everyone that can get on this platform and get out there and give information, because I know it's not easy. I know for some people, you have your family that you have to worry about not dealing with you like they used to. I know for some people you have your friends, even your lovers, whether you a female and he a male, or whether you a male and she a female, that accept you for not being a Christian no more, that accept you for not being in Islam no more, a Muslim no more, or whatever type of ideology that you was in before. So for me, being that I was searching for a long time, trying to find like-minded individuals and like-minded people, I was, man, before YouTube was popular and it was America Online, before that Google and all that stuff, I'm just typing in stuff, trying to find people, trying to find a group, a community of people that have knowledge outside of what it was that I had been introduced to as a child. It wasn't no name for it. I didn't have a name for it. But now today, the name for it is consciousness. And it's a crazy name, because to be conscious is to be awakened, right? So back then, I didn't have a word to put with it. I couldn't put awaken. I couldn't put consciousness to it. I couldn't put I'm different. I'm talking, it was just a lot of things that I just played with. Consciousness was one. Awaken wasn't one. It was just trying to find out why I was different than everybody around me. And that was in the 90s. That was in the 90s. So now we are here in 2016, almost 17. That was during Clinton, Bush, Obama. Now we going into Trump. So with that being said, I was lost. I was hurt. I needed a group of people. I just needed one person. I just needed somebody to let me know that I wasn't crazy. That I wasn't crazy for believing that Christianity was some bullshit, that I wasn't crazy for believing that black people were supposed to be in the situation that we are in. See, I needed that. See, and look, y'all see that gray hair right there? See, that came about because of the worrying. That came about because of the stress that I had went through. Now, it was this brother in the 90s, right? He came down to my little small city, and he used to sell bootleg DVDs and bootleg CDs. And he gave me this CD. Wasn't my fault. No, I apologize, family. It wasn't no fucking DVDs. It was bootleg tapes and bootleg VHS tapes. So he gave me this VHS tape, and he said, "Family, I'm gonna let you hold this." He said, "But you gotta promise me that you're gonna give it back to me." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna give it back to you." Blah blah blah. Well, what is it? He said, "Man, this right here is the truth." He said, "Brother, listening to you talk, man," he said, "this is what you need to get into." And when he gave it to me, I took it home, and I let it sit, because he used to come every weekend. So he gave it to me on a Saturday, so I let it sit that Sunday, let it sit that Monday, let it sit that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He come back Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and do his little thing by the liquor store and sell his DVDs. So I mean, I keep saying DVDs because, like I said, we are here today in 2016. I'm going back to the 90s with this, right? So I said, well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and look at a little bit of it. So if the brother asked me if I looked at it, I can tell him, yeah, brother, I looked at it. But I was just going to look at a little bit here, fast forward, look at a little bit there, fast forward, look at it a little bit. And when I looked at it, I seen this brother, and it was this young guy, man. Well, he wasn't young, but he was elder than me. But I see this guy up there, man, and he up there asking questions, and he got people, man, who I have never heard of before in my city of Savannah, Georgia, that I never heard of before. And he said the word consciousness. I said, what the fuck is consciousness? I know consciousness means being aware, but I didn't know, consciousness. So here it is. I take and look at the whole thing, and that thing put me on a mission, and it gave me a clarity that I wasn't alone, but I needed to find more people like me. And I didn't take the time to write down the information of who it is that the person was, and what I did was I'm looking. I'm typing consciousness on AOL online. Nothing comes up. In the early 90s, nothing. The early 2000s, nothing. So here we have it today. I can type the word consciousness up. I can go to Google Images, and I can just see not just the white scholars of what people might consider to be conscious, but my black scholars as well. I got a book for my mother-in-law at the time. It was What They Didn't Teach You in History class. And all the people of who it is that contribute to that book, I had a chance to learn about these people. I had a chance to read about them because I got some of the books. I had a chance to see some of the lectures because of YouTube. And also because of my family members that came from New York that had, friends. I ain't gonna say family members because they sleep. But because of people that came from New York that I met that had gave me information. But let me just get into what it is I'm trying to say. Brother Sarnetta, you have been pivotal in the awakening process for me. You have been pivotal to the awakening process of lots of people around the world. Because if you was a catalyst for the awakening process for me in Savannah, Georgia, this your boy Mr. Savannah Black, then you had to be the catalyst for the awakening of people in Alabama, in Tennessee, in North Dakota, South Dakota, Louisiana. I can just keep on naming, the cities. I mean, the states or the cities. Dallas, Texas. But I'm not using the big ones. I'm not using the LAs and the Detroits and, places like that that might have people that have that thing going on there. I'm talking about the places where we don't even get that type of shit. And here it is. I was privileged in the 90s, the late 90s, to get one of the brother DVDs that somebody let me borrow. And I seen people talking about the same things that I was going through at the time. Then after that, everything started falling in place. Everything started falling in place. So now we have this thing called a conscious community, and other people now are awakening. I don't know who these people are. I don't know where they come from. The only thing I know is that these people come to me, Mr. Savannah Black, and they ask me, what is it that they can do? Who is it that they can talk to? What is it that they can look at? And I always send them to the House of Consciousness first. And then after they look at the house, a couple of videos in the House of Consciousness to let them know that they are not alone. Then what I do is I send them to other people so that they see these other people and they know that, hey, look, there are people that think just like me. And it's a community. And the community is called the so-called conscious community. But, and I gotta say but, because this is some sad shit. The events that I've seen unfold. Let me make sure I get myself back on there now. All right. The events that I have seen unfold in the last, let me try to clean my camera off a little bit. Okay. The events that I have seen unfold in the last couple of days is very disturbing. It's very disturbing for the simple fact that we have people that are coming out of the churches. We have people that are coming. Let me fix my light up, family, so y'all can see me a little better. Somebody said they can't see me. All right. We have people that are coming out of the churches. We have people that's coming out of the mosque, and they coming out because they know the preacher is a liar. They know the preacher is full of shit. They know he's a pussy old bitch ass nigga. They know that grandma got fleas, their mama got fleas. They know that there is something much bigger than fucking Jesus. They know there's something much bigger than Muhammad. They know that there is something that lies within them that is awakening up, and they need to gravitate towards the people that have the information to set them free from that God spell. Now, we have so many different scholars, and I love All of my scholars, all of them. I don't give a fuck who it is, because of the simple fact, it takes a lot to get on this platform. Like I said earlier, it takes a lot for people to get on this platform and to give out the information, because there are so many people that have the information, that have the books that they have read and opened and took the information and put it not just in here, but in here as well. That say, you know what, I gotta let the people know what's going on. But the bad part about it is this: just because these motherfuckers, like I said, I love all my scholars, but I'm gonna say it like it is. Just because these motherfuckers can memorize a book, just because these motherfuckers can recite hieroglyphics, just because these motherfuckers can recite all of the different, all of our history, just because they know how to call out all of the African gods and they can talk about the spiritual system, don't mean shit, for the simple fact that the consciousness that they say they are and they say they have and they say they are a part of in the conscious community haven't extended to their motherfucking heart for the motherfucking people. Now, what I'm gonna do is, family, I'm gonna talk about myself for a minute, because see, when you really motherfucking love the people, when you really have that one blood, that one pulse, that one drop for the people, this is what the fuck you do. This is how you go. Hold up for a minute. Let me get my other people in here. I said I can get them. I said I can get them in here, right? So let me get them in here, because you know we have to talk about this shit. We have to talk about this shit right here, because there is a misconception in the conscious community of what it is that it means to fucking be conscious. And people just don't get this shit. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Let me just go ahead and just share this thing a little bit, because tonight, man, we're gonna get into it. I've been sitting back, I've been chilling, I wasn't saying nothing. You know, I was just like laid back. But that's not me. But we have to talk about this shit, because people think because they pick up a book, they become conscious. People think because they know how to recite certain things, they become conscious. People think because they take pictures and shit with motherfucking leprechauns and goddamn moon crystals, and they change their motherfucking name, that mean they motherfucking conscious. But it's more to that. This is your boy, Mr. Savannah Black of We Are All Black Everything. And I say we are, not you are, not he is, not she is, not they is, but we are all black everything. And see, I have named it that for this reason. And the reason is this: when I became awakened, when I became what people might consider to be conscious, it wasn't just my consciousness by itself. It was the consciousness of the people. It was the consciousness of little man, little Pookie Poo, little Lakeisha that's out there on the street. When I became conscious, it was of the brothers and sisters that's locked up in the industrial prison complex. When I became conscious, it was for those mothers inside the projects that don't have nobody to help them raise their little young black boys and girls. When I became conscious, it was because of the dietary foods that we eat as black people that we cling to so much, that we love so much, called soul food. See, when I became conscious, it was a 360-degree job. It wasn't just on the one level. It wasn't just talking about this school of thought. It wasn't just talking about that school of thought. See, when you become conscious, you become aware of all schools of thought. But you know that you are not just a part of that school of thought, but you are part of every school of thought. And no school of thought is your one-stop shopping center. You can go in there, any one of them. You can name them. Whether it's the school of Kemet, whether it's Islam, whether it's the Moorish science, whether it's Nawabism, whatever you want to name. You can go in any of them and you can walk right back out. You go in, you get the information, you apply it to who it is that you are as a person, your growth and your development, and you move on. Now, what has happened is we have these motherfuckers. I'm gonna say it like this right here. Fuck it. Give me one more minute. Give me one more minute because I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. I hope y'all can see me. I don't know if y'all can see me, but I'm about to get ready to go in. I'm about to go in and go hard in the paint tonight because, man, look, I'm tired of this bullshit, man. Because of the damage that's being done, the people that's being hurt. It's people that's being hurt. It's people that's being molested. It's people that's being raped. It's people that's being mind fucked because they have people that they are putting all of their trust in that's using that shit to generate their own fucking self-need and to feed their own ego. We're going to talk about this shit tonight. We're going to talk about it. I ain't going to be on here too long, but I'm going to be on here long enough because we got to talk about it, man, family. We just can't do that, man. We can't do that. Now, where we at? Wait. Let me see if I can see myself again. All right, there I go. That's me. Family. We can't get followers. We can't get likes and numbers and use them to say how much powerful and how much more knowledgeable we are compared to the other brothers and sisters. I know some things. You know some things. I'm from the streets. I'm talking about I'm from the streets. Now, what I mean by that is just because I'm conscious, just because I am awakened, just because I see things that's wrong, just because I don't eat certain foods that I used to eat, just because I don't partake in the madness that's going on in society like I used to, that makes me an awakened being. That makes me conscious. But a fucking baby is conscious. A goddamn cockroach, if that motherfucker crawl across the goddamn floor and he see your ass coming, He's conscious. Consciousness is something that everybody has, but it's the level of consciousness, the level of consciousness that you have that sets you apart from everybody else. My level of consciousness that I have, it sets me apart from most people in my neighborhood. It sets me apart from the majority of my family members. It sets me apart from most people on my side of town. It sets me apart from most people that I have grew up with. But at the same time, they have a level of consciousness on another end with some other shit that sets them apart from me. They might have a financial consciousness that got them living inside a 5 or 6 bedroom house, 3-car garage. You know what I'm saying? And don't know nothing about this shit that the brothers out here giving information is talking about. They might have 401k benefits. They might have a great health plan. They might have 250,000 to $500,000 in the bank. They might have 3 or 4 cars, and they might take vacations 4 or 5 times a year. And their children might be homeschooled by a private professional because of their consciousness that they have financially. But why should that make so-called people that consider themselves conscious, that run around say, I'm conscious, I'm conscious, I'm conscious, I'm conscious. See, I'm in the community. Why should that make them better than the motherfuckers who don't know better than this right here? See, one thing we can say about these people, they have more material gain. But one thing we don't see them doing is fighting each other. The preacher, let's talk about his bitch ass. Because I don't have respect for no clergyman, but shit, I might have to put out on the line that, hey, look, they doing some shit that people in the conscious community not doing. Yeah, they fleecing the people. Yeah, they fucking grandmama. Yeah, they fucking your mama, fucking your daughter, fucking your sons. Yeah, they might be goddamn shitting people out their money. Yeah, they might be giving you false promises and false hope. But one thing about it, they do it with a smile. One thing about it, they do it and they never, ever, ever raise their voice and say things foul and fucked up like suck their dick. Yeah, they might do it. But when they get caught, they never say stuff like, yeah, you know, it's a war. Oh my God. Listen. What I'm trying to say is this right here. This shit is crazy, right? I'm talking about, I mentioned that I was a street nigga earlier. I had to say that shit just for y'all can just understand where I'm coming from and why this shit is just so crazy and so fucked up. A lot of people that's coming in the so-called conscious community, they are from the street. They are people that were like myself, that was out there banging hard, doing crazy self-destructive shit, not just to the people, but to themselves as well. Trying to figure out what's going on with them. So here it is, Mr. Savannah Black. Here it is, other brothers and sisters sending them people to the so-called conscious community to go to learn thyself, to go to know thyself. And what do they see when they get there? They see the same thing there that they seen on the street. They seen somebody there saying the same thing as what they see on the street. Except for they might have had, the names have changed, but the game is still the same. I was very disturbed when I heard one of my favorite conscious characters. I'm gonna call y'all characters because it's like trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards and some shit like that. We have some that have more power than others, but all the cards have a value to them, right? But one of my conscious characters, man, he said to another one of my conscious characters, he said for that person to suck his dick. And I know that, you know, in the hood, right? On some street level shit, if you ever tell a man to suck your dick, it's one or two things. I'm just keeping this shit real. Like I said, I love you, dog. I'm talking about your work is fantastic. I'm talking about, man, I have turned so many people on to you. But we're going to keep this shit real. When you tell somebody to suck your dick, and you talking about banging, that's some life or death shit. I'm talking about, remember now, Tupac and Biggie had beef. But see, what people don't talk about is the people that died in LA that came to visit from New York, and the people that died in New York that came to visit from LA that died because of Tupac and Biggie beefing with each other. When you say to another man to suck your dick, that's death words. See, but we say we conscious. We call ourselves conscious. We say we're in a community that's conscious, but we don't have a problem with telling another man to suck our private parts. I can't even say that shit no more. To suck our private parts, right? That's gay shit. I'm talking about, it's just, we just don't say stuff like that. I don't care how mad you get. You don't tell another man to suck your dick. We don't say that shit. And a real G from the streets that done been to prison, you know you don't say shit like that unless regionally, that's how they get down. But I know I'm in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. And if you walk up to another man and say, suck your dick, or another man had heard by 2 or 3 people that you had said to suck your dick, nigga, you dead. He got to, by default, take your fucking life. But on some real shit, that's just the theatrics of this shit. All right. Let's go ahead a little bit more. When you talk about you got goons, you talking about when you got motherfucking choppers and burners on deck and guns and shit, and that you got motherfuckers ready to kill a real nigga from the hood, from the streets. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping this shit real. Because see, this is the shit that sickens me, because a lot of my people, they come over and they watch you, man. I'm talking about, man, they write down the information, they go check out the books, they go look at the lectures. I'm talking, man, they love you. Like I love you. I love you. But coming from the street, I said street, hold on. The street. I can't say that shit right. It might sound like I said skeet to some of y'all motherfuckers, but anyway, coming from the streets, right? Here it is. You talking about when I see you, it's gonna be hard for me not to send the goons after you. You know, because you know we kill for this shit, and oh man, I can keep going. It's just so funny. In the streets, your mama even tell you this shit right here. I'm talking about your mama even say this shit right here. If you ever talk about using a gun on somebody, you better have the gun on you when you say it. And if you say it and you got the gun on you, you need to go ahead and use it. Because if you don't, the man you said that shit about gonna come back and kill your ass. But I've been hearing this shit, hearing this shit. Man, I've been hearing this shit from different people talking about they're gonna come back and they're gonna murk somebody, or they're gonna go ahead and got the shot. What's my man? It's retarded shit. The respectability. Like I said, man, I love y'all. I'm just saying this because I love you. And from you, y'all call yourselves some real niggas. Don't let the motherfucking goddamn, you know what I'm saying, little roster cap and little dreadlocks and little onk and where my other shit, my other shit at. Don't let you know, the crystals and all that stuff. Don't let that fool y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's just my evolution. That's my evolution. But if you call yourself a real nigga, you call yourself a brother from the street, that I'm talking about, you really did street type shit, you don't go around showing nobody the tape. I remember going to the movies and looking at Minister Society in the early 90s, right? And I remember when there was that old boy house, and I forgot his name in the movie, and they're like, what y'all doing, man? We looking at the tape, man. Seeing you in the tape and blah, blah, the tape, man. You mean to tell me he's showing the tape? You know, these motherfuckers looking at the tape. I'm talking about they got copies. They're talking about selling that shit around the hood. I'm looking at this shit, right? I said, what type of bitch ass niggas these is? I said, whoever wrote this movie is a whole ass nigga. Because a real motherfucker know that, nigga, you never show the motherfucking tape. So what all that talking y'all doing, you never show the motherfucking tape. It's either you gonna murk a motherfucker, you gonna pistol whip them, you gonna goddamn stump the ass out, you gonna motherfucking, whatever you gonna do violently to a person, you don't put it on tape for the whole world to see. And that's what y'all have done. Y'all talking about slapping motherfuckers. Y'all talking about beating motherfuckers. Y'all talking about putting your penises inside somebody's mouth. That's some nasty shit. I'm talking about real G's don't talk like that. I'm talking about real G's don't talk like that. Y'all talking about snitching. Y'all talking about I'm talking about the shit is hilarious. But what hurts me is my people, when they come back and they tell me, hey man, how you gonna have me going to look at that pussy ass nigga? How you gonna have me going to look at that old fuck ass nigga talking that old fuck ass shit? It fucks up my credibility, niggas. I'm talking about, really it does. Now, the system of white supremacy, they bitch asses, they looking at all this shit. Even what I'm saying, right, they looking at this shit. And they going through it with a fine-tooth comb. And they're saying, yeah, we got these niggas infighting. We got these niggas dismantling themselves without our participation. And that's because your consciousness did not stop you from being a bitch ass nigga. Your consciousness did not stop you from being a whole ass nigga. Your consciousness did not stop you from being a snitch ass nigga. Your consciousness did not stop you from being fucked up mentally. The consciousness did not stop that shit. I'm talking about all the books you have read, all of the scholars you have just had the pleasure of being in the company of did not stop you from being a fuck boy. But I love you though, because I can take and say, you know what? That's just the fuck boy part of this nigga. But the information part of this man is what I love. So it's like having that homeboy, right? You can take him to the club, right? And you can go to the club. I'm talking about, man, whenever you want to ride out, this your man. You gonna go somewhere, you gonna have some fun. But you let one woman come in the goddamn picture and that nigga turn to a goddamn player hater. You let $1 come into the goddamn economic the economic foundation of you and his relationship, that nigga becomes Ebenezer Scrooge. You let one plate of food come in the motherfucking nutritional foundation of you and this motherfucker, that nigga become goddamn Professor Clump. Nigga gonna take all the goddamn food. But when it comes to going to the club, he get tight, man. And that's how it is. I see some of y'all niggas in the so-called conscious community. That's why I say I love y'all. Even though I'm talking shit, I'm not talking shit to the scholarly part. I'm talking shit to the bitch nigga. I'm talking shit to the whole nigga. Because in real life, I'm talking about in real life, real reality, we don't do that. If you are a real street soldier, you don't do that. You know better. You know you don't do that shit. But it's sad because a lot of my people, they come and they listen to you. And when they see the theatrics of the whole niggerism coming out of you, it causes them to turn and run the other way. When they see the bitch niggerism in you, it causes them to say, you know what, fuck that shit, man. I'm going back to the church. I'm going back to the mosque. Man, if this what this means to be conscious, man, I'd rather go back to being dumb, stupid, ignorant. I'd rather go back to this being the downtrodden. I'd rather go back to being the ones whose mind ain't free. If that's the case. Now, I'm going to say some names, right? But before I do, let me give one more example. I'm from the hood, right? And I done made it out the hood. Now I'm out the hood. Now my little homeboy Pookie Poo, Mookie Moo, little goddamn Junebug, J-Bug, goddamn little Darren, them boys still in the hood. The sisters still in the hood. But you know what though? Fuck them niggas because they're animals. Animals. But you know, before I left the hood, I used to be an animal too. I used to be self-destructive. I'm talking about, man, I did some things to not just brothers but sisters as well. And you know, me, this is my reparations. You know, knowledge, giving back to the people, expanding my platform so I can bring more people in. I can't teach them everything. I can't show them everything, but what I do is I direct them to your pages. Because I don't have all the information, but I have some. And what it is, the information I do have and that I'm good at taking and directing the people to the proper resources. But right now today, the proper resources is you and you and you and you and you. You are the proper resources. And when I send my people to y'all, you know, at first, man, everything was good and great, man. But then the ego started coming and playing. The ego started attacking other brothers and stuff, and talking about shit that don't have nothing to do with the consciousness, the awakening process. Talking about shit that don't have nothing to do with their status. Talking about shit that don't have nothing to do with, what I'm saying, their mind being free. You start talking about other people's wives and shit. You start talking about other people where they work at. You start talking about other people's real names. You start talking about other people living situations, the money they have. You start talking about other people's upbringings. You started playing the dozens and shit with the people instead of giving the people the information that they needed. But no. You still was giving the people the information, but they couldn't listen to the information because of your clowning ass theatrics, because you a deaf comedy jam ass nigga. And when they came back to me, they said, Mr. Savannah Black, why you gonna send me to that clown ass nigga? Saying that clown ass shit. Thou fuck ass hoe ass nigga. See, that's what my people in the streets say, because they just waking up, man. They trying, but because they still got that street sense and that street consciousness about them. When they see your theatrics, and by them not being all the way indoctrinated in the knowledge, they can tell you a pussy nigga, you a fuck nigga. What I do is reparations. It's not the reparations that y'all motherfuckers talk about of getting money from the government. It's the reparation that I owe to the people for the shit that I did when I was in the motherfucking hood, when I was in the goddamn streets. What I did to little man, what I did to little Pookie Poo, what I did to little LaQuisha, what I did to her mama, what I did to her grandmama, what I did to their daddy, I did to what I did to the people. Because in order to be a nigga from the streets, a so-called thug nigga, you gotta be a self-destructive ass nigga to your people. You gotta do some more fucked up ass shit. Oh my nigga, I'm a thug. I used to be a thug. I'm always nigga. In order to wear that badge, or have had that badge, you had to do some fucked up ass shit to your people. And that's what I did. And I'm wearing that shit on my shoulders every single day. So what I do is paying back reparations for what I have done on behalf of the system of white supremacy to my people. Even though at the time I didn't know it, but I did. And what you are doing, the conscious niggas, you are working on behalf of the system of white supremacy by making their job easier. Not to separate and not to divide, but because you, and it's the funny part about it. I'm a hood nigga, right? That's the word that they use. I'm a hood nigga, right? I never been in prison in my motherfucking life. I did it big. Never been in prison. Why I never been in prison? Because I've been a smart motherfucker. You been in prison? Nigga, cause you slept. You been in prison? Nigga, cause you slept. You've been to prison, nigga, because you got caught up. I didn't get caught up. So you think your rites of passage is because you went to prison? But I know a whole bunch of pussy ass niggas that went to prison. There were pussy ass niggas before they went to prison, and there were pussy ass niggas when they came home from prison. There was niggas that was on the street that had got a bag of dope today and got locked up tomorrow. Got out, got locked up again. Just because you went to prison don't mean you real nigga. But some of y'all niggas, from my understanding, because a lot of my niggas had got locked up and went to prison. And they came back home and was still some hard ass niggas like they was when they left. But from my understanding, a lot of niggas catch out when they go to prison, right? So what they do is they go and join these little groups and shit. Some of them on the street might have been some hoe ass niggas, but they get to prison, they be so goddamn scared. They go and join the goddamn Nation of Islam, or they become the Wahabians, or they become Blood, or they become Crips, Vice Lords, GDs. These niggas be so goddamn scared. They be like, oh man, I gotta pick a side, Lord. I gotta pick a side. I will become a Christian again, Lord Jesus. But them niggas right there too weak. I gotta find somebody that's strong, that's respectable. And that's what they do. They go and they join little organizations in prison. And they stay confined like fucking monks. And they study and they study and they study. I'm sorry, they stay immersed in those fucking books because that's all they have. They don't want to go to the rec room and look at TV. They so goddamn scared. They say, fuck it, nigga. I stay in my goddamn bunk. This is my TV right here. This is my TV right here. Boy, I ain't going out there with them killers. I'm gonna stay right here with my brothers. We're gonna shower, shit, shave, and eat together. But this right here is my security team. That's what some of y'all niggas is, man. I'm talking about, man. Well, I can see the shit coming from a mile away, man. But when you distance yourself from the people and you call yourself conscious of what? You don't have that oneness. You don't have that unification. See, like I said, I love y'all niggas. I'm talking, man, I really love y'all niggas. I love y'all niggas whether or not y'all niggas sniffing cocaine. I love y'all niggas whether y'all some old fake ass thugs. I love y'all niggas whether y'all was some old hoe ass niggas in the street before y'all became. I love y'all. I love y'all, dog. I love the scholarly parts of you. I don't give a fuck whether you sniff cocaine, whether you smoke crack. I love the scholarly parts of you. And when I turn on my goddamn YouTube, that's what I'm looking for. All that whole nigga shit, all that fuck nigga shit, I hate y'all niggas for that shit. I hate y'all niggas for that shit. Because y'all misleading the people and y'all bringing up a revolution of what it is to be conscious that don't have shit to do with the state of thought that we supposed to have as a fucking people. Because that state of thought that y'all bringing up is that state of thought that have us banging on each other. And we're supposed to be banging on the fucking beast. Financially, mentally, physically, all that shit. But y'all niggas so fucked up. Y'all niggas, y'all some bitches. Hoes, hoes, hoes. And being close that it is to Christmas, Santa Claus gonna be screaming y'all niggas' names for the next goddamn 7 days. 6 days, 6 days, 6 days. Y'all some bitch niggas. Not the scholarly parts of you. The scholarly parts of you are so respectful. I can't say not a such a thing for Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, Malcolm X, Brother Khalid, Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, Dr. Dilbert Blair, Bobby Hemmett, Bill Valentine. I can't say the same thing for some more people if I can think of them. I can't say such things about them. Oh, Dr. James Smalls. I can't say nothing about these people, man, because the dignity that they show on and off screen. Miss Sister Shahrazad Ali, Jewel Putin. I can't say nothing about none of these scholars, man. I'm talking about oh Zaza. I can't even say the same. I ain't gonna say Zaza because Zaza I got a little caught up a little bit. No, Zaza Ali. I can say the same thing about her because she made sure she didn't get caught up in certain things to a certain extent. Dr. Leila Africa. I can just keep on going on and on. But see, I'm mentioning these names to say that people had a certain dignity about them, on camera and off camera as well. You know, you don't have to water yourself down. You know, I'm not in the hood no more. No, I'm not in the streets no more. I'm still in the hood. But I'm not in that type of mentality where if somebody say something about me or if somebody look at me a funny type of way, I don't respond by going from 0 to 100 on some emotional bitch shit. You know, and I had to learn that shit a long time ago. You know, from a situation that happened with my partners in the club, where I was still around them, and even though my mind state wasn't the same as what it was when I was with them, I still was responding and acting the same way that they was because I was around them. And I thought that that's what made me what people might consider to be a real nigga, is to act like a real nigga. But the situation almost turned deadly that night. And I had to learn how to operate in this system by not participating in the rhetoric of a bitch nigga. And there's a lot of ways that you can handle that shit. But when you do certain things, man, you just can't walk away from certain things. When you tell another man to suck your dick, when you tell somebody that you're gonna give out their personal information if they are trying to be anonymous with certain things that they are saying, you know, because of the system of white supremacy and how they trying to fuck a motherfucker over, and they might have other people that might be looking at them. That's wrong in itself as well. You know, when you go out and you talk about a person's spouse and even their mother, that right there that's killing shit. I'm talking about that's like kill you nigga. If you say you are from the hood and you from the streets, you just don't do that. And for the person that do shit like that, you know that when you say that, to be prepared for a real war. And if you say something like that and the person don't respond to you in a warlike way, then that lets you know that you really dealing with a bitch ass nigga. But at the same time, if it goes back and forth, then both of you, I'm sorry to say it, and I know it might hurt some people's hearts, but both of you are bitch ass niggas. You can't help it. I'm just talking about it. Just might just be something in you. I don't know. You know, you might haven't read the book on how not to be a bitch ass nigga. You read all these motherfucking books, but you didn't read the first book that you should have read when you came into what people might consider to be consciousness. And that is How not to be a bitch ass nigga. The misconception of the conscious community and people thinking that it has roses lined up on both sides of the fucking street. They thinking that it's gonna be books with his fucking leg, with their fucking legs wide open, where they can goddamn read the pussy in the pages. No, 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 no. The conscious community is a battlefield. The conscious community, you have to come to this motherfucker and you have to fight. You have to fight for the information. You gotta fight for your state of mind. You have to fight for your opinion. You have to fight for the truth, and you have to fight against the lies. You gotta fight. You know what? I'm gonna do another video. This video is called "A Misconception of the Conscious Community." The other video I'm gonna do is called "You Gotta Fight in the Conscious Community." You can't be in this motherfucker if you ain't fighting. You gotta fight. So you gotta get out. You gotta get out here. And you gotta say some shit like, "Hey, look, suck my dick, fuck your mama." You know what I'm saying? I got my guns. I got my goons. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna murk you. I'm gonna slap you. You know, you a whole nigga. You a bitch nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got 150,000. Look at my jewelry. Look at my bank account. You gotta fight. You gotta really demoralize yourself. And if you demoralize yourself enough, you'll be right on the top. But I still love y'all niggas. A lot of y'all have information, man, that have opened my eyes and brought me awareness that I never had before. A lot of you have brought information that have helped me with my health. A lot of you have brought information that had helped me in my walk in the way I carry myself. And I love you for it. And I thank you. I'm talking about humbly thank you for it. But the bitch nigga side of you, that other half of you, that side of you, see, it's a thin line between consciousness and what people might consider to be the unconscious. It's a very thin line. But that other half, that bitch ass half of you, that whole ass half of you, I hate y'all niggas. Y'all niggas have fucking conceived my damn people. I have sent to you to get information. And the only thing they have caught is y'all motherfuckers talking about killing each other. It's some whole shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that some of it might be theatrics to get the views, to get the numbers, to get people to participate and come through and to see who's gonna fucking win, but it's still drama all the goddamn together. And you know what we call drama in the motherfucking hood, in the real community? Whole shit. And you know who start drama? Hoes. And you know what that make you if you got down to start drama? A hoe. A hoe ass nigga, bitch ass. I'm talking about you just don't do that shit. But I still love y'all. I'm talking about, man, if y'all come anywhere near my motherfucking city and y'all coming to do a debate, no, my fault. Y'all coming to do it. Nah, fuck the debate shit. That's just, it's like bitches. I'm not, oh no, motherfucker, you goddamn, you lying. Oh, suck my dick. Oh, suck my dick. Oh no, suck my dick. Oh, suck your dick for real? Hmm? No. I'm talking about, that's the type of shit. I be looking like, damn, these niggas gay. And nigga be like, nigga suck my dick. Hey, they're like, suck my dick. Nigga, I'm gonna kill you. You for real? Well, I'm gonna kill you too. You for real? got goons on deck. You do. I got goons on deck. You do. That's just how crazy this shit is, man. I want to say peace and blessings to Brother Sarnetta. If it went for Brother Sarnetta, I'm gonna be honest. I won't be the no, I will be shit. But I say, a lot of people, Brother Sarnetta, I have forwarded the videos you had put up on your page of Young Pharaoh, of Polite, of Brother Shaka Atmos, of Dr. Reggie, of Sarnetta, the platform of what it is that you have brought to the table. I can't argue with. I can't say nothing about. I really can't. I just think that, the participation that you might have, brother, in this whole thing is not right. And I think that, when those people who I named earlier, all the stuff is Zaza Ali, I'm gonna take her out of the equation. But the people who I have named earlier, and plus there are more people that I can put in on several more hands that have sat on your couch, that I have forwarded the information to of what it is that they have said. I would not have been able to get it if it wasn't for your platform. I think that to a certain degree, Brother Sarnetta, that you should not engage and indulge yourself in certain arguments and a certain type of rhetoric with people, because you are a part of that platform. A lot of people love you. Some people don't like you, but they don't have no other choice but to respect you. But when you get yourself tied into the young man's game, or a certain type of game where you going back and forth and you saying certain things, that shit can put a dent in your legacy. And I know that you saying, well, you know what, brother, my legacy is to this and that. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you feel, what you feeling, brother. But all this shit right here is going on record. All this stuff right here is gonna be what your grandchildren, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, my great great grandchildren, this is what they're gonna see. Don't indulge in the new age way of presentation of information, because everybody who came before all these new ass niggas, and I'm talking about, I ain't talking about the individual, because the information is great. I'm talking about, man, the information, I can't argue, I can't say nothing about the information. I'm talking about the bitch ass nigga aspect of certain individuals, and it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. They bitch ass, hoe ass, fuck ass, bitch ass niggas. I'm talking about on some real street shit. That's just what the fuck it is. But the information, man, it's so powerful. We need it. But don't you are not supposed to indulge yourself in that shit. That's not your role. We understand your anger. We understand, what I'm saying, the cross that you feel. But you know what my grandma used to always say? Kill them with kindness. Not saying that you have to kiss their ass, but my grandma also said, they're gonna need you before you need them. Stay building your platform. Stay doing your thing, because your thing has awakened a lot of minds. Your thing has awakened a lot of minds for the young pharaohs. Your thing has awakened a lot of minds with the cities. Your thing has awakened a lot of minds with the polites. Your thing has awakened a lot of minds. And even though right now you brothers are not getting along and y'all have this type of despise for each other, they still, under your platform, have awakened a lot of minds. So just because they're not dealing with you or you're not dealing with them, that's fine and cool. Brother Sonetta, whoever you bring to your platform is going to awaken minds. And that's your shit. Your shit, instead of all that indulging in the bullshit, your shit is to bring people to the platform so that they can awaken the minds. That's your job. That's your gift. Period. Do your gift. Don't squander your shit on the bullshit. I love my brothers. I love all of you. I have learned a lot, and the people have learned a lot, and they will continue to learn a lot from you. But leave the bitch shit at home. This has been your boy, Mr. Savannah Black, talking about the misconception of the conscious community. Join us on my page. We are all black everything. I would be doing one of these mother. Hey, I ain't knew it was so goddamn easy to do a live stream. I would be doing one of these motherfuckers twice a week. Yeah, twice a week. At least once a week if I got time. But you know, hit me up. Let me know what you think. Your boy Savannah Black out. Peace.